Yo, what's up sports fans? It's the Chosen Son here today, and I'm talking about one of the best young players in the NBA, Giannis Antetokounmpo, a young man from Greece, a beast on the court and beloved in Milwaukee. Actually, he's beloved across the league. He needs help in order to beat some of the other Eastern Conference teams. The two biggest holes in the Bucks team is the point guard and the center. In order for the Bucks to fix their center problem, they're going to have to go for one in free agency. The centers that fit them the best would be DeAndre Jordan, DeMarcus Cousins, and Nerlens Noel. I hope they don't go for Jahlil Okafor, considering Greg Monroe is literally a better version so far based on what we've seen, and we all know neither the two play defense anyways. Eric Bledsoe of the Phoenix Suns has complained about having to be sat down to tank last year and wants out of that franchise, and nobody could blame him. Trades with the Knicks, Pelicans, and Magic have been spoken of, but a trade to the Milwaukee Bucks sounds like the best fit for Eric Bledsoe, and here's why. On the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe can finally play more of an off-ball role, considering he's not the best ball-handling point guard in the league, which allows Giannis to continue to run the point the majority of the game, and when Giannis isn't in the game, Eric Bledsoe and Malcolm Brogdon will be the ball handlers. That's another huge part of Eric Bledsoe playing for the Bucks. Malcolm Brogdon can go back to playing the two guard and being more of a spot-up shooter, not to mention a great cutter when Giannis is on the court. That's the best point guard up, and that would fix their problem. He's a cheap option, and it would also allow a center to sign in free agency. And like I said, they need a center. Anybody's better than John Henson and Greg Monroe. I'm sorry, I'm talking a little bit badly of Greg Monroe, but I'm not a fan of him at all. The man doesn't play defense and complains about not getting the ball enough. Go out there and work for your touches, then maybe you'll get the ball. But in the midst of all this, they'll probably have to trade either John Henson, Matthew Dellavedova, or Mirza Teletovic. Those are three really bad contracts that could hold them back from making the right moves. And if those contracts aren't able to get traded away, then they'll have to add assets to these trades, which could result in a Malcolm Brogdon or a Tony Snell trade, maybe even a Jabari Parker trade. If he can't stay healthy, which so far he hasn't been able to, even though the man is a flat-out beast when he's out on the court, it doesn't matter if you're barely out on that court. Now that sounds harsh, and I don't mean it to be harsh, but it's the truth. It's the NBA, it's a business. If you can't go out there and play, then why are we paying you? All of the Bucks' success moving forward depends on Giannis Antetokounmpo. You could be thinking, well, what if they don't get him any weapons like Anthony Davis and the Pelicans? You can't blame him. But that's my point. He needs to push the Bucks to make these big moves to get him the help they need to bring a championship back since the Kareem days. Giannis is having an MVP season already. He's already being called a lock for the award. Literally 7 games in and people are saying he's a lock. It could be due to the fact that many of the other candidates are either on a slump right now or have added more talent to their teams and they don't get the same stats, therefore they don't get involved in the MVP voting this year. Giannis is averaging 33 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block, with 63% from the field. If you ask me, Giannis is having a LeBron James Miami Heat type of season, solely based on stats. Obviously, if you give a player that caliber enough weapons, he'll be sure to bring home a championship for your franchise. So please, Milwaukee, go get this man some weapons. Do not let this freak's talent go to waste. Alright you guys, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what NBA player or NFL player I should talk about next. The Chosen Son, out.